it's a million fashion brands out here, but I'm still able to sustain and take care of me and bring up the next person behind me so that we can all be great. Because I'm an open book, you can ask me anything, and I'll tell you. But I don't know any other way to say, but for me, I have no choice but to keep going. I have to keep going so that I can show this person and show this person and show this person, because it's possible. All things are possible if we have faith in it. And for me, I can't stop because I don't have nothing.
No, okay. So so to that point, I don't do anything with my hands, and so.
Aren't you great? You do.
No. So if you don't do nothing with your hands,
you do a lot with that brain, man.
But like, where the money come from? So you either selling snake oil, spin game, you pimping, or I love black people, man. I love. I'm from the West End, specifically H-Rap Brown, like Imam El Amin, and I'm from the Outcast era, the Freeman era, 43, But my schooling in Atlanta specifically was, I got bused across town to Buckhead, so I was Garden Hills, Sutton Middle School, and North Atlanta High School. And you learn like all of this multicultural stuff early, but being from the West End, just rooted in blackness, and so very shy when it comes to approaching women, but it was the same with money, like everybody else. And I had help along the way, but was very unhealthily dedicated to something that is a little bigger than me, like driven, like mentally to, so I saw that out of all the sectors, because creators are unprotected just in general, there's no letters by our name. People respect letters by the name. And the letters by the name, you can gather data, but it's tough to get data from creative output unless you intentionally went into the situation to get the data. And the data, that's what matters. That's where the money comes from, and the policy. And I speak about policy, I'm not some like policy wonk, but from the Maynard Jackson era, Atlanta didn't become a safe black place, it just fucking happened. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, there were things done, decisions made, that policy put in place that made it almost protected blackness, like the Brazilian rainforest. Like, you cut them trees down over there, but then you can't touch these, it's a problem. So Atlanta, it got to continue to be that way. And this era that we live in, I'm a futurist. So in the Virgil era, a lot of us didn't have mentors, but and a lot of us know that and would like to be mentors now, because you can see what it's like when somebody, whether they intended to or not, stand in the gap for you. So Virgil, the younger designers coming up behind these folks, and you, like even somebody like Hebrew Branding, and certain things, they have their success as black people in reaching the pantheon that they're reaching. They're standing in the gap for more of what's to come. And one of the blackest cities in it. Yes, you know what I'm saying? And we're one of the blackest cities in the country. And so while I could never really spit game for myself and get the money, man, COVID and the disruption of COVID and George Floyd, and while I could never get no money for myself, once the George Floyd shit happened and I saw all the diversity, equity, inclusion dollars, I love, this is so weird, I'm in yoga trying to do better. But yes, that's what I'm saying. So apparently, at times, I've loved the ethos of my people, maybe more than I love myself. And I gotta pay for that in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? Health wise, I got kids. Like, it's weird, but I can easily find my people the dollars now that we deserve because the brands on YouTube say, well, we're doing 250 million to black content creators. So we in Foot Locker and Champs now because of Foot Locker's 200 million commitment to the black community. And so you have all of these brands that before George Floyd, it was these stories where you now it's really more of an accountability part. Everybody on here, because their resume is so dope, and you ain't even gotta really act huff chest. It's like shit, you know, I'm just showing up because, you know, you said you had a little $200 million commitment. My name's Satchel, you know what I mean? You can Google me. And I had this, you know, I know she's not here, Melissa Mitchell, a lot of her, and she dope, so it's not to take nothing away from her. She getting what was long overdue. And so Pinky, you can see these brands now, they on a white apology tour. And so it's a little easier. I used to be scared to ask them for money, but not when they made the commitment. It's like, oh, you done showed me you like me. You done hollered at me.
Cousin.
Hey, you done hollered at me.
Is it like an affirmative action kind of thing? Do you think it's a temporary thing, or you think it's something that's a fad that's going to wear off once, you know, they feel they've done their due diligence to contribute to black culture, or do you think it's something that they'll continue to sustain
So
as far as the
when they
corporation?
say like a $200 million commitment, it's over the next 4 to 5 years. So after that,